Hey guys, Bryan here from Liquid Concepts. So today we're gonna do a video we've kind of done before, but we kind of haven't, so we figured we'd shoot another video on it. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. So, had a customer, they sent us in a scope. So again, if you haven't seen our other scope video, we'll link it in the description below, but that was on carbon, or I'm sorry, it was on, what was it, camouflage? It's in the description below. We'll check it out. I'll let you know what it was. But anyways, it was on a camouflage. So pretty much the basics of the scope is about the same, but because this customer is wanting a little bit different pattern, we thought we'd shoot a quick little video on it, show you guys a few things on this, and also show you the end result. I think it's gonna come out really awesome. So of course, we're definitely putting it on video for you guys so that way y'all can see it. So, of course, on the pattern that he picked out is going to be our carbon fiber. So, this is just our regular CF282. It is a black and clear like y'all have seen before. And so, this is a really popular pattern. It's probably one of our most popular carbon fibers that we sell to date. It's the most realistic, so of course, that's what the customer wants. So we've already base coated it in our metallic, charcoal metallic, so that way everything is ready to go. We've already taken the scope, we've taped everything off where it says Vortex or Nikon or anything like that, any of the badging and all that, it's already all taped off, and so that way whenever we get done with it, we can pull it off. It looks just like factory, but yet better, and that's what we want to make sure that we do with this scope. So we're going to go ahead and lay this out. So we're going to sit it down right here, roll this over halfway, make sure that everything looks good. We got plenty of room for our hands to go in. So that's a lot of the times what happens whenever some people are doing scopes and objects like this is that they have plenty of room for the scope itself. So like, let's say for instance, they put it right here, they cut their film right here. Well, the problem is that you gotta have room to put your hands down into the water because you're actually going to be, in this case, we are going to be rolling the scope. And so in this case, we're actually going to give ourselves an extra 8 inches, 10 inches of room. So then that way we have plenty of room for our hands to go down into the water with the scope and be able to turn it while we're going into the water with the film and the part itself. So in this case, I've got plenty of room right down through here. So I'm going to cut this just like that and then cut this like that right there. So now that we have that, we can pick this back up here. We'll pull this out and then we can save all of this for later. And now we have our film for the scope. Now again, I gave myself a little bit of extra on each side just because a lot of the times I've found that giving yourself that little bit of extra room, it really helps out, especially if, for instance, you get water that comes in right here, you get a bubble right there, whichever, you can always take that part and still move it to another spot. So then that way you can still make the dip work in the film that you already have sitting on the water and you don't have to just scrap it all. So we're going to go ahead, cut the edges off of this, and we're going to set our timer and everything ready to go. So because this is a little bit bigger piece, I'm probably going to activate it at around 50 seconds. So then that way I have plenty of time to activate it, put my gun up, and then actually dip this. Now again, each film is different. So some films, you know, 1 minute on the water at 80 to 90 degrees, and it's perfectly fine. With this film, because it is a little bit larger piece, I am gonna go at about a 50 to 60 second time period. If I had a really large piece, I might bump it down to like 30 to 40 seconds before I actually activate it. Now again, every film is different. That's something that you definitely wanna look at and use and try to test out before you actually do your part. So now that we know what we're gonna be doing with this, we know how we're going to be holding this, how we're gonna go down with it, roll it, dip it, we're pretty much ready to go. So we've got this, everything looks good all the way around. So we're gonna set that just how we need it. So then that way, whenever we go to come and pick it up, we literally pick it up like that and we're ready to go straight into the water with it. So let's take this, put it in the water, and get to dipping. All right, so we started our timer. We'll pull our dividers in as tight as we can so that way we have little to no stretch on it. We'll let it sit here. I got the timer set for 50 seconds, and then I'll grab some gloves on, we'll spray the activator, and then get to dipping the scope, so stay tuned. All right, so 50 seconds. Everything looks good, everything looks glassed out. Pretty happy with that. So we'll start at an angle like this, go down, and then roll it all the way around. So I'm gonna start back towards right in here. All right, so now that we've got that rolled all the way over, we'll take that and that is a beautiful scope in carbon fiber all the way around. Inevitably, you're always going to have stretch right around in these areas, right in here, because the turrets are like that. There's no way around that, but we've got a very nice line going all the way around the back side of it. On the bottom, of course, you can see we've got our line right down through here, and we've got everything covered all the way around. So we'll get this in the rinse station, we'll rinse it off, we'll do any minor touch-ups that we need to do with it, clear coat it, and then we're ready to send it out the door, send it to the customer, and I think they're really gonna enjoy it, so stay tuned. All right, so we got everything all finished up, everything's clear coated, the parts and the scopes and all that, they came out looking amazing. So show you guys a quick little just overview of this, and then you'll also see some of it here in a little bit. But so we went ahead and we did the scope rings as well. So of course, these rings, there's not much that you're really seeing on these, but it is carbon fiber, it does match everything, so these came out really good. Really high gloss, really looking good with it. And then, of course, we've got our scope here. And so scope came out really nice. You can kind of see we've taken all the tape off of it. You've still got your lines where you can see everything. You've still got the vortex all in through here. Right up in here, you can still read all the vortex. And then you've got a really nice dial where you can still move everything. Everything looks really good, really professional, as well as we've also got everything taped off from the factory where they put in all the serial numbers, everything like that. We've even taped off the ring here, shows you Vortex Viper, all of that. So really nice setup. It looks pretty much identical to factory other than we did the coating on it. And of course, we've got nothing inside of the objective and also nothing inside of the actual eyepiece. And then we've also taped off the rubber piece that's in here. Other cool thing is that whenever you unscrew this all the way out, whichever way you're going, wherever you go, we've got dip all the way around that entire piece, all the way around into there. So just little things like that that does make this really unique. It really looks awesome. The customer is definitely going to love it. Of course, you got your Vortex symbol right here. Like I said, everything is pretty much as factory as possible, but yet with a custom coating on it, and that's exactly what the customer's wanting. I think he's really going to love it whenever he sees it and all of that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know we always do. If you have any questions or comments, definitely leave them below. We'd love to hear from you. And you know, if you have any questions on dipping the scopes or anything about Hydrographics related, definitely let us know. We'd love to hear about it. And also, let me know what you think about this scope. Do you like it? Do you not? Would you have rather had a flat finish or keep it gloss? Let me know your comments on that. Definitely love to hear from you. I'm Bryan from Liquid Concepts, and we're making hydrographics great again. We'll see you guys next time.